super, or whatever the infernal thing is.
Welcome, Disney fam. We are back. This is the SuperCaliFragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
We are so excited to be back. New and improved, easy on the eyes. We're still iterating. This is just phase one of this new thing we're doing here. The new old thing that we're doing.
The new old thing that we're doing. I don't know if people will notice, but you've got glasses.
I've got glasses. So much has changed.
Wow.
So much has changed. The glasses are the least of the changes around here.
Should we talk about that they're progressives?
Oh, stop. Just stop.
Like mine have been progressives for years. So I am wearing...
What are you wearing?
My queen ears today.
Uh-huh.
These come from the England section of Epcot World Showcase, which is one of my favorites.
They're topic adjacent.
They are, I think they're on topic. What do you mean topic adjacent?
Okay.
If they are adjacent, they are like very close to being on topic. Like the closest of adjacents that have ever been adjacent.
Okay. Look, we have been gone for so long and so excited to be back. Obviously, there's a lot of new around here. Mm-hmm. But what's not new is we still get downloads.
We still get downloads. Would you believe it?
Would you? Unbelievably, to us, January of this year, we have not actually recorded a new episode since March of last year. Lots been going on. Maybe we'll catch everybody up one day. But January of this year was our largest download month ever.
Best month ever.
Best month ever. In 6 years, it's the best month we've ever had. So Thank you to all those out there in podcast land.
Yes.
We are so excited. And some of the places where we got those downloads from
are
Kailua, Hawaii. I know.
Kailua.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Love you, Kailua. Aloha to you and you and you.
I know. I'm so for the aloha. Situated on the east coast of Oahu, with long stretches of white sand beaches and a beautiful clear blue water. I looked them up and they say this is paradise in paradise.
Oh,
I know.
Gosh,
and I believe them. I believe every word of it.
It is. I believe it too. I don't question anything.
We also, I know, of course. We also have downloads from, this is very appropriate, Watertown, Massachusetts. Watertown played a central role in the Revolutionary War. I mean, tomorrow is Independence.
Oh my gosh, go Watertown.
Being the site of the first tax protest in America against the British Crown.
Look at that.
And here you are with a little British crown on top of your head.
I wonder if they went to help throw the tea into the sea.
I mean, sure.
Right? Viva la Revolution, Watertown.
Know, that's right.
Loving it.
Dyer, Indiana, situated right on the border with Illinois. It's kind of like a suburb of Chicago. I wonder if this is like where they're planning to put that new Chicago Bears stadium, which is really going to be in Indiana, from what I understand.
Okay. Do we have an international
We're glad to have them, though.
Absolutely. Do we have an international list?
We do. Sapporo, Hokkaido, Japan. The capital city of the mountainous northern Japanese island of Hokkaido. Famous for its beer and skiing. Ski jumps from the 1972 Winter Olympics are scattered throughout the city.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can get Sapporo beer like pretty much anywhere.
So the 1972 Winter Olympics were in that city.
We're in Japan, and,
okay.
and the ski jumps are still there.
Awesome.
We're in that city.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. All right.
Want to take us to the news?
Let's talk about Main Street USA, why don't we? Let's talk about the news. All right. First and foremost, the Disney online folks are just in a tizzy because there are new transportation restrictions in place for Disney Springs. There's been a lot of confusion around it.
Let me guess. This has to do with buses.
It does have to do with buses and boats.
Boats
and
too.
Boats, yes, because you can take watercraft from Disney Springs to Saratoga Springs. You can take them to Port Orleans.
I don't think I knew that.
Yes, you can. Yes,
okay, you can take like friendship boats or just vessels.
Not the friendships, but like just the little water taxi type boats.
Okay,
but like you can even walk to Saratoga Springs. So I'm wondering if they're even gonna like check.
So what's
bands.
happening?
All right, so here's the deal. Here's what I'll do. Because it's very confusing for some reason. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain what people were doing that caused Disney to make this change.
Okay.
All right. So let's say you and your family went on a vacation at Walt Disney World, but you're not staying at one of the Disney resorts. Okay.
Yep.
But you also don't want to pay $35 minimum to park at Epcot.
Yeah.
But you're sneaky. You know that you don't have to pay for parking at Disney Springs because Disney Springs knows that you're going there to spend money at Disney Springs. So they don't charge you for parking. So you go park at Disney Springs. You walk over to the buses. You take a bus to one of the resorts. And then you get on one of the resort buses or a Skyliner or a watercraft to the park. Now, that's a lot of effort.
That is a lot of
That's a lot of effort.
To avoid $35.
To avoid, look, hey, everybody's got their priorities.
But here's what I'm going to say. Now, look, y'all, the mouse is smart.
So they figured out what's going on.
The mouse is smart, and there's about a dozen people, managing those bus stops.
So, there's about to be more. So, because they're going to be checking for magic bands to make sure that you're staying at a resort. Or they're going to be making sure that you've got reservations. Because if you're going to a resort where you've got a dining reservations, you can still hop on one of those vehicles to
now,
that resort.
you can park at the Transportation and Ticket Center.
That's Magic Kingdom parking.
So that's still the $35 bit.
Right,
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is at each park, but I know it was $35 is the minimum parking at Epcot.
Okay. Right.
So that's the cheap parking. We also have preferred parking that's more expensive.
Right. It's not worth it. That's not worth it. If you told me we're going to go to Magic Kingdom today, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay off
ride
property
at least 2 buses.
and ride 2 buses.
You would never do it.
I would say, nope. Absolutely not.
I'll just stay at the resort and sit by the pool.
At the resort.
But also, they were running out of parking at Disney Springs, which impacts the ability for people to spend money at Disney Springs. And that's really the point.
That is the point.
Right.
Money.
But we're going to talk about another...
Point. Mickey is nothing if not capitalist.
That's a fact. So we're going to talk about another impact of this in the next news item.
Okay.
You're not going to think it's related to this, but it is.
Okay.
The gingerbread house at the Grand Flow is permanently gone. It's not going to come back anymore in the holidays.
What? And this is the house you could walk into.
This is the house that was big enough to walk into. They had people working in there and selling little gingerbread stuff out of it and all that fun stuff. Yes.
What have people done?
I know. It's not what people have done. There's the new bar inside the lobby there.
Okay.
So that takes up some space, right? This thing took up a lot of space.
It did, but whatever.
And along with the space of just the gingerbread house, there was the space of the line of people that were always in line trying to get a good glimpse of it, buy the stuff that they were selling out of it, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
The other thing is all the folks that are coming to those resorts that don't stay at those resorts, though they're trying to actually limit that now also. And that gingerbread house was a huge draw at the holidays for people that weren't staying at the Grand Flow to come to the Grand Flow and clog up that lobby.
So if you're not staying at the Grand Flow, they don't want you to visit the Grand Flow.
That, or at least a lot less than what used to.
Because you can still get there by monorail.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Right?
Yes, for sure you can. And it's for sure still easier if you're staying on property to get to these places, right? If you go to the Magic Kingdom, you hop on a boat over to the Grand
It is hard to just drive up to another resort.
But it's hard to just drive up to
ran into
one.
that. You couldn't get to the Poly just to go to Boutique
Yes.
because you weren't staying at the Poly.
Absolutely
and
right.
you had to go all the way around the world to get there, but you made it happen. Thank God for you.
I will make it happen.
You make Boutique
But
happen.
they've made other decisions like this too to limit the number of people that just show up at a resort. At the new Poly Tower,
Yeah.
Those viewing platforms are only available not just for people staying at Poly,
But on that floor.
only people staying in that tower.
Yeah.
You have to be staying in the tower to use those viewing
Can you
platforms.
use a different floor than the one you're staying on?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
As long as you're staying in the tower, you can use any one of those viewing platforms.
Okay, right. But you got to be staying in the tower. So if
gotta
you're
be-
staying in the main area, you don't get to use the
Can't
tower.
use those tower viewing platforms. That's right.
Yeah.
So they're.
I mean, it's true benefits to staying on property. And so if people want to stay, somewhere else and then think we can still go over to the Grand Flow, it's going to be really hard to get in because you're not paying the premium of staying on property.
Right.
And again, Mickey is a capitalist. That
100%.
mouse just drinks money. I mean, love him for it.
It's like Scrooge McMouse.
He's not a Scrooge, though. He's really nice with
Really
his money.
friendly.
But still, I'm just saying, he's a capitalist. And so people who are paying a premium to stay on property, you got to protect that as well so that they get to enjoy the Grand
They want
Flow.
that experience also, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so some fun stuff. Disney has debuted its new projection mapped audio animatronic face, right? They announced that they had this technology last November. Now they have done projection faces before.
Okay.
They use it on the Seven Dwarfs roller coaster ride, Mine Train.
Yeah.
They have used it in the Frozen ride in Norway at Epcot. But then I think they changed that out because people complain. People complain a lot.
People love to complain. But I'm telling you,
thing.
when they spend several $1,000s, they complain more.
They're going to complain more. So, but they've improved on this. This is now like these projections are emotive and they work with moving animatronics.
So the animatronic itself
the
can
animatronic
move.
can move.
Okay.
And the projection still works.
That's cool.
Right. So where they've debuted it is on Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland. There's a scene towards the end, I believe, where there's a skeleton pirate sitting on top of a pile of gold with a chest. Okay.
Right.
Well, now what that scene does now is that pirate is not a skeleton until he reaches into the chest and grabs a piece of gold.
It's the Aztec gold.
It's the Aztec gold. As soon as he grabs the gold, the pirate turns into a skeleton.
That is so cool.
And he drops the gold because now he's a skeleton. And when he drops the gold, he turns back into a human
That's awesome.
pirate. Yes.
That's awesome.
And he gets excited again because he can emote now. He can emote different emotions. And he's like, oh, and he grabs the gold again. And he turns into a skeleton again. And he drops the gold. And it's just a loop.
Right.
That he's stuck in.
That's really cool.
Really cool looking. You can find the videos online. It's super cool.
That's cool.
And I can't wait to see where else they use that technology.
Yes, that is very, very cool. All
So-
right. Fantastic. And so are you Tomorrowland?
I'm Tomorrowland this time. So let's talk about Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, of course, as a reminder, this is what we talk about things we've never done or we would want to
Or we're
do,
looking forward to
or
doing.
looking forward to doing.
Right. Yeah,
Which
yeah.
fits the case this time. Okay. I'm going to be talking about the new Carousel of Progress.
Okay.
Right? We found out a little while back that the Carousel of Progress is being completely revamped. In fact, the day that this podcast comes out will be the first day that you can no longer ride the Carousel of Progress, July the 6th.
I mean, it needed to be revamped because we've made it to the future. We're actually a bit beyond
We're a little bit beyond the last scene.
that last scene.
Yeah, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I can tell my stove to burn my turkey,
Yes.
or at least somebody can tell their stove to burn their turkey. Let's talk about the origin story of the Carousel of Progress, and then we'll talk about what it's going to be in the future. Okay. This is fun. All right. So this is and then they say this in the show. This is the most performed stage show in the history of theater. It was a personal passion project for Walt Disney himself, and it was meant to celebrate innovation, family, and optimism. And it's been running for 60 years.
Wow.
Probably more than 60 years at this point. Yeah. The seeds of this attraction were planted when Disney was working to expand Disneyland in the 50s for an area that he was going to call Edison Square. Okay. Edison Square was going to be kind of about innovation anyway, and it would be anchored by a walkthrough attraction called Harnessing the Lighting. It would highlight how technology changed the American family. That's what that attraction was going to be.
Okay.
Edison Square was never built. But when Disney was famously hired to build attractions for the 1964-65 World's Fair in New York, which we're all familiar with, they reworked the harnessing the lighting idea into the Carousel of Progress for the Progress Land Pavilion at the New York World's Fair. I think they also did Small World for the World's Fair. I think that ride debuted at the World's Fair also. Okay. So this thing was an undisputed smash hit. It was the rave of the Progress Land Pavilion at the World's Fair.
Right.
It also debuted the hallmarks of the famous rotating theater, the music by the Sherman Brothers. Also, it's one of those attractions that Walt Disney himself worked on personally.
Yeah.
Like right down to he had strong feelings about how Uncle Orville's toes would wiggle in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, really cool about that. It came to Disneyland in 1967 and Disney World in 1975. It's been updated a couple times, and the last scene is set in what's called Progress City, themed to resemble Walt's personal original version of Epcot. So if you remember, Epcot was originally supposed to be an actual city,
Right.
that he built
Right.
in Central Florida.
Right.
Okay, that's what the last scene was intended to be. Right, was his vision.
Oh, interesting.
For Epcot.
I never got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I think that they have actually, the scene we have was actually an updated version
Okay.
too,
Okay.
right?
All right.
But the last scene was always intended to be Walt's vision of what the future of a city would be.
Okay.
Right? Fun fact, Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, written by the Sherman Brothers, was replaced by a song called The Best Time of Your Life for the first 2 decades that it was in Florida.
Oh, I'm against that.
I was against that too.
I'm completely against that.
And in 1994, they replaced that back with Great Big Beautiful
Of course
Tomorrow.
they did, because that's the better song.
Of course, right? So
That's crazy.
I know. Why?
Blasphemy.
Why
Blasphemy.
for 20-year heinous blasphemy.
You don't take away a Sherman Brothers song.
I mean,
Never replace a Sherman Brothers
maybe the
song.
Sherman Brothers did the other one too, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so what's the new one going to include? This is cool. I'm for this. I wouldn't normally be for this kind of change, but I'm for this change. This is really, really cool.
Look at you being for change.
I know. This
This is a totally new leaf on the podcast. You're for change.
This is some cheese that they've moved that I'm fine with. All right. So I remember what they're doing here is they've the first scene where we normally today we just get sort of a narration of what we're about to see, right? Where they tell us about the origin of the Carousel of Progress. Now we're going to get an actual scene where we get an actual animatronic of Walt Disney.
Oh, that's
And it's a replication of an actual 1964 special show, television program called Disneyland Goes to the World's Fair, where he talked about some of the things they were doing for the World's Fair.
That's cute.
And, you know, Disney used to do these things, right? Where they would put their ideas on television. It was almost like ads, right? And they're replicating that scene where he was standing. They've got a prototype tiki bird. They've got it's a Small World doll and this kind of thing. And they've got a Walt Disney there to tell you what's about to happen.
right.
Right? He's introducing the Carousel of Progress
Yeah.
rather than just a narration. Okay, that's really cool.
Okay.
The Walt
People
animatronic.
are going to want to see Walt.
Oh yeah, and the Walt animatronic that they released not that long ago at Disneyland caught some guff, but because I guess it just didn't look exactly the way folks thought it ought to look. But
Okay.
whatever, you know, people. I think we talked about how people love to complain,
They do love to complain.
but it's going to be cool. This is going to be cool. So then our first scene, little context. The original Carousel of Progress came out, we talked about it in the 60s for the World's Fair. It starts about 60 years prior to that at the turn of the century.
Right.
That's what we're doing now.
Okay.
We're starting about 60 years from today. So the first...
Okay, so we're not going to go all the way back to that original
No.
first scene where they've got like wires to the house and
We're
stuff.
going...
Okay.
Because what they wanted to do was to go back and come forward in a way that folks today can relate to.
Okay.
All right. So they're going to go back about 60 years, not exactly, but close to. And we're going to see our favorite family, John, Sarah, Jimmy, Patty, Uncle Orville, some others, gathered around the TV watching Neil Armstrong walk on the moon.
I was about to say that would, okay.
That'd be the
All right.
technology,
Which is
right?
basically how it ends.
It's close
one
to,
of the-
it's
yes.
close to the 60s. Yeah,
One of
that's
the
right.
last,
So-
it ends with him watching, there's a scene in there where they're watching him walk on the moon.
So they're gonna be gathered around the TV watching him walk on the moon,
Okay.
and that's gonna be our first scene.
Okay.
And they talk about that vision, all the optimism that comes with what we achieved there, right?
Okay.
All right. Then we fast forward to the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the first our current carousel hit holidays, right? Valentine's Day, July 4th,
right.
Halloween. Not quite like that here, but it's close.
Okay.
1980s is our next stop.
Okay.
We find the family here on Halloween night in 1985. And for the first time, Sarah takes center stage.
Oh, would you look at that?
I know. We are progressing. It is truly the Carousel of Progress.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. She highlights how useful all of her appliances and gadgets are.
Oh, dear God.
I know. John will
She
be
takes
seeing
center stage to talk about homemaking.
all of her
in the
homemaking
80s.
kid stuff. John will be handing out candy to all the trick-or-treaters who come to
Okay.
the door. This is where we find Orville in the bathroom complaining that there's
I don't know.
just no privacy around here.
Okay, still. All right.
Still. All right. After this scene, we go to our third scene. We jump to the new millennium.
Okay.
John, Sarah, Jimmy, and Patty are getting ready to party like it's 1999.
Wow.
They're going to ring in the new millennium. They will marvel at how the internet is making the world smaller and bringing us all closer than ever before. Now, I wish I could sit them down and tell them about all the horrors to come. But they didn't seem to be. They say nothing about the Y2K bug that everybody was worried about.
They don't say anything about
I don't know.
Y2K.
I just didn't read that in the write-up.
Okay,
Maybe they
that's
do.
interesting.
Maybe they do.
They should. They should all be super worried about it.
I know. But that's what they say, is they marvel about the internet making the world smaller and bringing everybody closer together. Grandpa, on the other hand, like a lot of us, doesn't make it to midnight.
Okay.
And as soon as Grandpa falls asleep, we know what Grandma does.
What does Grandma do?
She turns the TV to wrestling, like she does in the current.
Does she really?
Big, give it to him, suck it to him, you big lug. You remember she says that in the?
No, I didn't remember that.
Come on, we got to take you back. Suck it to him, you big lug. That's what she says. All right, then our last. You got to go see this.
Okay, clearly.
But you're not gonna be able to.
Uh-uh.
Now the last scene is the possible future. Think the Jetsons here.
There we go.
Google sketches by Disney legend John Hinch, and you'll get the idea.
Okay.
Okay, and or even the original mock-ups of what Tomorrowland looked like.
Okay.
Right. This is helpful robot assistance, immediate space travel. You want to go to Mars? Go to Mars. Right.
Mars,
That's what this last image is supposed to evoke. Is very Jetson-esque.
Okay.
Right. And the promotional photos for the new Carousel of Progress very much look like Jetsons.
I love the Jetsons.
I know you did.
I absolutely loved the Jetsons.
So,
I mean, Judy. Right.
was that Judy?
Judy Jetson. I mean, that hair.
So no opening date officially is announced for the new Carousel of Progress.
Okay.
It does close down on Monday, July the 6th for the refurb or the revamp. And they expect it to open in 2027, but no word exactly on when in 2027
Okay.
it will open back up. But I'm excited about it.
I think so. You know, I'm always sad when we go see the Carousel of Progress or we go to ride it and there's literally nobody else.
There's nobody in there, but it's going to be so popular.
Right on to Carousel of Progress. The only time it gets busy is when it's raining. So, or when it's blazing hot.
Blazing hot.
Everybody's like, I could use a 15-minute air conditioning break.
So we're recording on a Friday. Mm-hmm. I bet the Friday before it closes down, I bet it's busy this weekend.
It'll be chock-a-block full. No, we did learn that people like to come and see something right before it changes. We learned that hard on the fireworks switchover.
Oh man, people were fighting.
It was ugly on Main Street. People were wearing T-shirts. It was ugly. It was ugly.
So that's Tomorrowland. Okay. I'm excited about the new Carousel of Progress, but it's going to be a minute before we can enjoy it. But
okay,
there you go.
That's awesome. Well done, hon.
Yeah,
always love your history segments.
We'll have to do more. We'll have to do more of these. All right. Okay. So you are World Showcase.
I'm World Showcase.
What are World Showcases?
And so, as a reminder, World Showcase is where we talk about something that we have done before that we really loved. And so, I am, as always, using mild liberties with this. And I did mention that my ears are, I'm going to say on topic because I think they're on topic.
I think they're on topic.
They're on topic. You said adjacent in the intro, but I think they're on topic. So here's what we're talking about. We're talking about the tea room at the Grand Flow.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So this is the Grand Flow Tea Room. We went December of 2019.
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe? It's been a minute. It has been a minute. So we went December of 2019. It closed in March of 2020 for COVID. It has remained closed up until this past March 2026. It reopened and it's been slightly reimagined. I'm saying slightly, and I'll explain what that means. But they announced this reimagining, this opening, as part of all of the Grand Flow reimagining. So all of the changes that they've done at the Grand Flow, they're like, okay, we're going to bring back the tea room. Okay.
Wonderful.
So this is at the Garden View Lounge at the Grand Floridian. And they call this the Tea Experience. This is one of the best tea experiences we've had outside of Fortnum and Mason's in London.
And that was the Queen's favorite.
And that was where the Queen has her tea, right? She gets her tea from Fortnum and Mason. Hello, ears on topic.
That's right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Now, they do serve Twinings tea in this experience. Your face is fantastic. I mean, Twinings is really well known. They do sell it in London. I saw it on the shelves.
That's right. I mean, it's English.
It's English, and I don't know, how the British, think about Twinings tea.
I'm sure they love it.
It's not the Queen's tea.
Okay.
But that's what you can get in the England portion at Epcot is Twinings. Everything's Twinings in there. So naturally, the tea room serves Twinings. So when we went in December of 2019, it was garden themed.
Right.
That's what they called it. I would have called it Victorian garden themed. Right. It had a strong Victorian bent and lots of floral type situation.
Very much
right?
so.
Now it has been relaunched as an Alice in Wonderland themed.
Okay.
Now you're going to get hate on the interwebs. I haven't looked because I've got plenty of hate in my life. That's not where I need to find new hate. So you're going to find hate on the interwebs because now it is intellectual property. Right. So they've switched over to IP. People hate it when they take something that wasn't IP and convert it to IP. But people come to Disney for the IP. I don't know what to say. Right. And so it's Alice in Wonderland, which I think is perfect because she has a tea party in Alice in Wonderland. So I think it's very on brand and an excellent decision. Here's what I will say. In the pictures that I've seen, they're using the same china. So they didn't have new china made.
The same china that we used.
Yeah,
when we went in
exact same
2019.
china.
Yeah.
So they didn't have like Alice in Wonderland themed china made. So they're still using the same china, which I can appreciate, right? Nobody wants wasteful stuff now. Everybody's into vintage. So it's Alice in Wonderland themed, but we're sticking with the same china. So here's how they describe it, okay, on the website. They say it is steeped in tradition with a touch of magic.
Oh, I see what they did there.
You see what they did there? We cordially invite you to settle into a light and airy garden-inspired retreat that calls to mind the grandeur of the Victorian era. Here, classic charm blends seamlessly with comfort, creating the perfect setting for a proper British afternoon tea experience. Once again, just want to mention, ears on brand,
Facts.
not topic adjacent. Relax and indulge in a tradition that honors both refinement and whimsy. Now, whimsy's big right now.
Whimsy is big.
Whimsy is having a year, and I don't want to take full credit for it, but whimsy is my word of the year.
I can vouch for that.
So whimsy was my word of the year before I started seeing it all over the interwebs. But whimsy is having a year.
It is.
Right? Whimsy
Yes.
and rage is what we're all going for. And so then there's a second paragraph that says, we now have a tasteful menu of tea time treasures. This is what they did there, a tasteful menu. Your afternoon tea experience features premium Twinings tea selections paired with delightful scones, small bites, and exquisite pastries. Adults may choose from the traditional afternoon tea service, including a thoughtfully prepared plant-based option, while younger guests may delight in a special children's afternoon tea experience. All are themed to the whimsical world of Alice in Wonderland. It's tea time as it should be, elegant, enchanting, and utterly unforgettable.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Doesn't it, though? I think it is so cute. So they do have rules. Guests are expected to dress accordingly in attire that respects the restaurant's sophisticated and upscale aesthetic. Everybody understands aesthetic now. And so they're expecting you to dress that way, right? Don't come in here in swim trunks being like, I thought the aesthetic was swimming. Nope. It's upscale Victorian, right?
The aesthetic is not March hare.
No, the aesthetic is not March hare. It's $79 per adult, $49 per child.
Okay.
Now, here's what I'll say. You made a little bit of a grunt over the kids' tea service. I think it's fantastic. The menu for the kids' tea service is phenomenal.
All right.
Okay. You can also add enhancements such as a cheese serving or a cheese thing, and caviar, non-alcoholic specialty tea drinks, cocktails, champagnes, and sparkling wines. So there's plenty of accoutrement, if you would like that. My French has
Your
improved.
French has improved.
My French has improved. And I'm not even practicing French on Duolingo. Guests at Disney resorts can make reservations 60 days out from your date. So, for example, if our vacation starts on December the 1st and goes through December the 7th, on 60 days out from December the 1st, we could make a reservation for December 5th. Right? So it's 60 days from the start of our vacation. We get the full vacation window. If you aren't staying on property, it's 60 days from the day that you want to reserve. So you get a bit of a headway if you are staying on property.
I wonder if anybody's staying at the Grand Floridian.
It doesn't say anything about Grand Flo guests getting any kind of
I'm not worried about that. I'm just
specialty
wondering
there.
if there's any reason that anybody would be staying at the Grand Floridian that might want to go to
somebody staying at the Grand Floridian,
might want
say,
to go use the tea experience.
and New Year's Eve might want to use the tea experience.
I don't know.
I can't imagine, but we should ask them. So you have tea selections from Twinings, loose leaf teas. Now, I will say that the loose leaf teas from Twinings are going to be upscale. The
Yes,
Queen's not
100%.
drinking bag tea.
I'm wondering if the pots are still going to have those warm little cozies that they had whenever.
So to be clear, those cozies said Grand Floridian. They didn't say anything about Victorian or garden or anything, so those still work.
So those should still work.
Those still work. The cozies were cute. Okay, so your tea selections are Orangery of Lady Grey, London Stand Breakfast, Nutty Chocolate Flavored Assam, Spicy Chai, Exotic Mango and Ginger, Lemongrass and Peppermint, Red Bush Caramel Velvet, and a Black Currant and Lavender. I know. Lemon and lavender is the new thing. So I don't know about blackcurrant and lavender, but I would give that a go.
Nobody's going to know what that's from.
Now, your tower includes an orange cranberry scone,
It's gone.
curried chicken salad, playing card tart,
Yes. Yes.
a Footman's Feast Wonderland salmon crisp, a Tweedledee egg salad sandwich,
Yes.
a caterpillar cucumber roll,
No.
a matcha Mad Hatter. That's really cute. Don't judge it. You haven't seen it.
I'm sure it's beautiful and
A
cute.
tea party tart, a flamingo croquet shoe, and painting the rose. Now,
A shoe, like a shoe bun.
a shoe, like a shoe bun. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what I will say is when I looked back at our pictures, the menu isn't much different.
Okay.
It's just been a bit zhuzhed up with Alice in Wonderland themed. Okay. We had a cucumber situation.
Yeah.
We had a
An egg
chicken
salad.
salad and an egg salad situation.
Yeah.
All of that. It's just been, I would say, a bit zhuzhed. Now, the matcha Mad Hatter is adorable. It's a little green hat that's like a matcha mousse situation.
Oh,
it is so stinking cute. I don't like matcha, but I'd give it a go.
But you do love it.
I'd give it a go. Now, I also do love that they have a plant-based option. So all of these come with the painting the rose. And when you look on the interwebs, everybody's talking about painting the rose, painting the rose. What an interactive table display, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here's what I want to say. They have to do it at the table because otherwise it just looks like blood. Okay, so this is like a white mousse in the shape of an English rose. Okay, like a Tudor rose, in the shape of a Tudor rose, and it's white when it comes out. And so if they just dumped raspberry syrup on that in the back, it just looks like the rose is bleeding.
Bloody rose.
Just looks like a bloody rose. Whereas if they do it at the table side,
they can
suddenly
say,
we're painting the rose like they did in the movie. Okay? So, painting the rose. I wouldn't say it's a big whoop-de-doo, but I get why they're doing it table side. Okay. The treat, this is an Earl Grey flavored tea cake frosted to look like a white rose. Okay. During your meal, your server performs a tableside presentation by pouring raspberry/strawberry sauce over the white rose, mimicking the famous scene from the movie where the cards paint the roses red.
I see.
I think it's a lovely idea. Okay, I'm just telling you,
Not sure
they have to do this tableside or it looks like blood.
Looks weird. Okay.
People aren't going to get the movie reference. The plant-based version still starts with the orange cranberry scone, has a Queen's curried chickpea tart, a Whimsy artichoke crisp, a delicious garden witch, a caterpillar cucumber roll, a Cheshire checkerboard cake, an unbirthday pedophore,
Nice.
Queen of Hearts raspberry tart, and then, of course, painting the rose. The children get a smaller offering, which still includes that scone. This scone must be phenomenal. Everybody gets it. If you only come, no matter who you order this tea service, you're getting this scone, by God, and it's going to be life-changing. The kids also get a fanciful turkey wrap, a sunflower seed butter and jelly bun, Queen of Hearts cheese toasty. I would love the Queen of Hearts cheese toasty. The Cheshire Cat raspberry macaroon, a chocolate brownie branch, and a white rabbit cupcake.
Nice.
Yes. Now, this bun that they're talking about, the sunflower seed butter and jelly bun, looks like a mushroom. It's like a red top with a white stem with white dots. Right. I want that.
You want that?
I want that. So, I don't know. I might say, can I get the kids, but just I don't want the fanciful turkey wrap. Because it's all pretty much other food I would eat.
Okay. I just not had the fanciful turkey wrap.
I just not get the fanciful turkey wrap. But anyway, it's amazing. I'm excited. I think we should definitely go again. It's one of our favorite Disney experiences that we've ever done.
It is. It really is. It was delightful.
Yeah, and so 5 stars, definitely recommend. It is definitely on the pricey side. This isn't something you're going to do every trip, or maybe it is. Maybe you budget for this and you love it every trip. But it is a fun thing to say you went and had the tea service at Grand Flow. The Garden View Tea Room is really cool. We loved it, and I would definitely do it again.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, then we should do it.
And honey, I believe that concludes episode 1 of
gosh.
season 11.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We've officially done a podcast episode. That is the show for this week. Now, we got a little bit of housekeeping.
Okay.
The new iteration of the SuperCaliFragilistic Awesome Disney podcast is, like I said, easy on the eyes. You can see us now. Whether that's easy on the eyes or not.
Easy on the eyes or not. We are visible. Yes.
However, this is going to be an every 2 week engagement.
Yes, this is bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
We're publishing these on YouTube.
Yes, these are going to be available on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, which has been out there for a long time. So you can find us on where can we find us? You can find us on YouTube, and you can still find us on all the podcast venues. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the ones, right?
Absolutely. And we'll have shorts on YouTube during those 2 weeks. We'll also have some reels out on the Insta sharing clips from the show as well. And if you're looking for more things Disney, please visit SCFADP.com because I spent time updating that too. That's S for Super, C for Kelli, F for Fragilistic, A for Awesome, D for Disney, P for Podcast.
It looks great. And there's all new merch out there.
Oh, that's right. There is new merch. I totally forgot that. Right. And so if you're a Dreamlight Valley person, I got you.
Oh, man.
I got you. Okay. There is some really cool Disney Dreamlight Valley merch out there. We've also got some feminist Disney merch because who doesn't want that? We've already got Halloween stuff out.
Right. And we've got some cool SuperCaliFragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast t-shirts out
Absolutely.
there. And hoodies and
SCFADP merch as well.
All sorts of stuff out there.
Of course. So please follow us on all the socials. Come out and check us on YouTube. Give us some likes, some posts.
Yep. Respond to us. Comment on the posts. The more the merrier. And guess what? With that, we will see you real soon.